Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Herstory TV and the Herstory Podcast. This is Gertrude Matcha here in beautiful Melbourne, Australia. And today I am graced with the presence of yet another fascinating woman. Welcome, welcome, welcome to our tribe. Please tell everybody your full name, where you're based, how old you are, and share your story with us today.
Hello, my friends. My name is Carrie Schmidt. I am based out of the Queen City in the United States, Charlotte, North Carolina. I am 40 years old and proud to say it has been one of the best years of my life. And this is my story. I have struggled. I've struggled with depression, anxiety, and thoughts of suicide. I wear my heart on my sleeve. And I believe that too many people struggle behind the screen, behind the filters and the fakeness and the facade. I have struggled with my own negative self-talk and experiences from my past. My name is Carrie Schmidt. I am an author, and I recently published a book, Behind the Screen, where I share my personal life stories of struggle. Because I think that too many people struggle behind the screen with feelings of inadequacy and self-confidence issues. And let's be honest, our childhood shapes our experience in life. And mine is no different from yours, I'm sure. I went through my family was separated, and my mom and dad got divorced when I was 8 years old, which split up my family. I had to move to a different school and make new friends and try to fit in as a 9-year-old. And that can be challenging. From there, in high school, I was in an interracial relationship with a man, and my family disowned me. I was in that relationship for 9 years, and it was an emotional roller coaster. I had my heart broken several million times, I would have to say, and I just kept going back for more. And I believe that there's millions of women that can relate to this story, hence why I share it, because sometimes we try to seek our self-worth in others. We have voids inside ourselves where we need to, we feel like we need to fill that void from places on the outside. You know, if it's in drugs or alcohol or other people, shopping, emotional eating, whatever it is, we all have voids. And my story is I share those voids of how I became a rebel with a lost cause. You know, I had a rough childhood, let's just put it that way. But I was able to get out of the darkness, the dungeon of darkness, I like to say. I was able to climb my way out. How did I do that? I had a wake-up call. Actually, I had 2 wake-up calls in my life. The first one was the birth of my son, my angel baby, who blessed me with showing me what unconditional love really means and allowed me to see life from a different perspective. And really, it just kind of turned the light bulb on in my brain and in my soul of, wow, I have this beautiful, amazing human that I now have to care for. So all jokes aside, nothing matters anymore other than he does. So I left several emotionally abusive relationships that took a toll on building walls around my heart. So then I learned how to shut other people out. And I focused on my career and my son. For about 4 years, I didn't date. I didn't do anything other than just try to grow my career. I started in a business as a customer service representative with the intention to provide and not have to need from anyone else. And I did just that. Over the course of 10 years, I climbed the proverbial corporate ladder until I became a general manager of a $100 million manufacturing facility. And, you know, just my journey is amazing. And I just want to share with other people that you can overcome any condition or circumstance if you just put your mind and heart to it and focus on your true self, your power that lies within. And sometimes we need help connecting to that power. And I believe that God works in mysterious ways. The universe is always providing, and it provided for me. And I'm truly grateful for that. The second wake-up call was the death of my father. He was 60 years old and got diagnosed with pneumonia and very quickly passed away within a week. When I got up off the hospital room floor and walked out of that room, my whole perspective of life shifted. I realized that life wasn't promised to any one of us, and it can be taken away that quickly. So I started to really live my life with intention and purpose. And I really sought out ways to just absolutely suck the marrow out of life. I went on a spiritual journey. I embarked, I took on a program with Mary Morrissey in Los Angeles, and I became a certified life mastery consultant. And I ended up leaving corporate America to start my own business, which is called Infinite Solutions. I like to say I put the soul in solutions. So I help other people now connect to their power, passion, and purpose. I help them understand the power of our subconscious mind and the fact that you don't have to stay stuck in that dead-end job, that emotionally exhausting relationship, or whatever it is that you feel stuck in. We have a yearning or a pull for more because our souls are meant to expand. And I finally found that out after several wake-up calls in my life. But I finally have been able to tap into my purpose, and it's helping others. It's helping other women get out of those terrible relationships and build their self-confidence, overcome those limiting beliefs and the fear, doubt, and worry, the 3 dream killers. Let's kick their butts in the booty. So anyway, I'm real, raw, uncut. My book is called Behind the Screen. Uncover the truth, connect to your power, passion, and purpose. It's available on Amazon. I would love for you to check it out because I really do have a lot of stories that I want to share with the world. And I really do believe that the 7-step system of transformation that I use, my own personal stories of struggle to teach how to overcome those issues, it can help you overcome so many things. Overcome your subconscious programming, reprogram your mind to manifest what it is you truly would love to be or want or see or do in the world, because you can do it. I've been doing this work for over 10 years. It truly works. You know, people like to talk about the law of attraction, but I always say they leave out the law of resonance. You have to resonate at the vibrational frequency of that person you want to be now. So my dream is I can be interviewed by Oprah Winfrey. I will be interviewed by Oprah Winfrey, and I am going to be interviewed by Oprah Winfrey in her Maui garden. I think 2023 is on the calendar, so let's make this happen. You guys, I'm so grateful to share just the fact that if we just let down the walls and take off our masks, we're all truly the same. We're unique, authentic, beautiful, and we are spiritual beings having a human experience. And I believe that we need to break through the childhood conditioning and programming so that we can step into our true selves, because life is really about spiritual evolvement and expansion. We're here to learn, unlearn, and relearn. And that's what I did. I learned how to get by in relationships. I learned how to then push people away in relationships. And I relearned how to just love myself. And when you love yourself, that's all you really need. Because when you love yourself and you vibrate higher, you will attract anything it is you want. And I am truly grateful for the journey because it is a journey. Thank you so much for taking the time to interview me, Miss Gertrude. I appreciate being on your show.
Absolutely amazing story, Carrie. You've been through so much. Mental health is a subject not many people want to touch.
Yeah.
Sounds to me you've had to grieve the loss of your father as well, the loss of a relationship. So if there was somebody who is listening to us right now, going through a similar struggle, especially with the mental health issues, if you could go back to that younger you, that young woman who struggled with this most of her life, what would you have wanted somebody to say to you? What 3 nuggets of wisdom can you share?
You are perfect just the way you are. You don't need to change yourself to make anyone else feel better or stronger. You are perfect and you can do anything you put your mind to. Stop doubting yourself. Stop living in the negative what ifs and really just embrace the beauty of every present moment. This too shall pass. That's one thing. This too shall pass. You will get through this. You don't have to, go into the pitfalls and stay there by yourself. Just connect to other people that can help you and ask for help. If you need help, ask for help. Stop hiding in the shadows, being alone or feeling unloved or unwanted.
Really good advice. Now, your interracial relationship caused you to be ousted by your family. Did you manage to reconcile that relationship? What happened?
Yeah, so I those things are hard. A 9-year relationship, my family disowned me. I was able to reconcile my relationship with my family. I still think that it must still weigh on me, or else I wouldn't talk about it or share about it. But I believe that you have to kind of release that energy and forgive, because I tell the stories in the book about seeing life from a different perspective and trying to understand that everybody comes to the table with their best. We might be conditioned or programmed to think certain things, and we've never been exposed to something else. I've just always been, I wear my heart on my sleeve. I tell the truth. I don't like to judge or criticize other people. I see us for who we are, and I believe in what I believe in, and I will go forth with what I believe in. And I believed in that relationship, and I believed in there is no color, love is love. And that's all that truly matters. But, I believe we go through these situations and seasons for a reason. And maybe it was preparing me for where I'm at now, to have a bigger impact, to have a voice, to be able to stand up and speak about these issues that, we pass on this generational programming, and it's not right. And we need to stop the programming and the conditioning and the separation. And that's why I want to speak up about it. But I reconciled all of the relationships. Everything is fine. I moved on, but that still became a condition in my mind that it took many, many years to overcome.
That's got to be difficult. That's got to be really difficult. Now, the passing of your dad helped you see the world in a different way. There is something that happens when we lose those closest and dearest to us.
Yeah.
We realize that the passage of time, and we're living on borrowed time, really.
Yeah.
How did it change you internally? What is your view of life now after losing your father?
It's interesting because I say we don't get the wake-up call. There's the 3Ds deliver us the wake-up call: death, disease, and divorce. Unfortunately, it takes that tragedy. And for me, I wasn't ready to lose my dad. It happened so fast that it just really enabled me to see how short life can be and what a precious gift this is. How every single day when you wake up, we should be focused on what we're grateful for and just realize that tomorrow isn't promised. We all walk around like tomorrow's promised, holding on to resentment and judgments and criticisms. And I feel like we need to let those things go, release that energy, because you just never know. You never know when you might see that person for the last time. So use the time that we have to really rein in and focus on what we love and what we want to do. That's the other thing that it showed me, is to stop waiting around for things to change, because tomorrow isn't promised. I want to live my dream and wear my passion every single day. Like, suck the marrow out of life on a daily basis and live it up, because you never know how much time you have.
A real wake-up call. And I like the 3Ds because, yeah, what did you say?
Death, disease, and divorce. I mean, it's true, and it hits home for a lot of people, but it really is. It's like we have to go through these drastic changes in order to like shake us awake and just remember, come on, wake up.
Yeah, we are sleepwalking most of our lives until these things happen. I can so relate, because I ended up with congestive heart failure through my divorce. And then soon after, lost my mom, lost my dad. It was just one sad thing after another. And it did slap me in the face, Mm-hmm. I know now what I want. Yeah. I know what I don't want, and I don't compromise anymore. It's all or nothing for me.
I'm right there with you. I actually just gave my boyfriend a kind of, hey, listen.
Not working.
You either we're in it or we're not. It's just kind of like you can't wait around. I'm not waiting around anymore.
Yeah. So if I take you into the future now, you're 100 years old. You're sitting in your rocking chair, surrounded by your children, your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren, your dogs or your cats. And as a thought experiment, I will take you there, and you could sit with 100-year-old you and have a conversation with her. Based on how you are living your life now and how she's led you to that point, what would you say to her?
Wow. You made it. You made it. You're a grandma. Thank you. Thank you for walking the path. Thank you for pushing the boundaries. Thank you for being a catalyst of change, because you've changed a lot of people's lives and you've made a difference in the world. You have had such an impact on so many young girls, teenagers who read your book and could connect with your words of wisdom, and you helped them. And that's just amazing. I'm truly grateful to know you. And I'm grateful that you just didn't give up. You are a resilient, hardworking, compassionate, loving woman. And we need more people like you to help others connect to their power, passion, and purpose.
Oh, that is absolutely beautiful. You know why I like asking that question, Carrie?
Why?
A lot of women don't realize that they have everything they need within themselves. Yes. That future self is just waiting for you to catch up with her. So what I do, I'm very much like you. Oprah's on my vision board. She is going to be the producer of our new reality TV show. I've already seen that happen. I managed to get an interview with her producers last
Beautiful.
week for our reality TV show. So
I'm
everything you're
holding space.
saying,
I'm
thank
holding
you.
space for you and the dream because it can happen. I believe it can happen, and you just need more people to just believe it can happen, and it happens. So, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Some magical things are happening.
That's right.
So now people can buy this book. Where can they get it? Is it on your website? Is it on Amazon? I've got your website running at the bottom of the screen.
Yes,
Where
ma'am.
else can people get the book?
You can go to Amazon and get the book, or you can go to my website and there's a link to buy the book on my website.
Okay. Now for social impact, what projects are you involved in and how are you giving back?
I am working with a friend of mine who has the Give Back Tour in dedication to Helsinki's Hope. And then there's also one for ALS, and it supports mental health and wellness. So I'm also partnering with NAMI, and I can be one of their speakers. And I'm looking to really just get out and speak at high schools and colleges and really help kids understand the power of our mindset, emotional intelligence. So I'm just on the landscape of breaking through. So if anybody's watching this and you're looking for a speaker, facilitator, teacher, somebody who's passionate about helping people really connect to what they got here, I'm facilitating it all the way.
I love that. We have to catch young people while they're young before life
Yes.
has contaminated them.
That's
I
right.
totally agree with you there.
I
So my
really wish,
last
I really wish that I would have learned about quantum physics and neuroscience and psychology and the power of our mind when I was younger, because I feel like it could have had such a better impact on my life. So I want to help other people realize that sooner.
Fantastic. Yeah, the law of attraction is amazing. I'm a walking billboard for the law of attraction. I did it as a social experiment when I first watched the movie The Secret.
Yes.
Within 6 months, I had met Bob Proctor, John DeMartini, Reverend Michael Beckwith, ended up on stage in the Palladium Theater speaking at a conference with Bob Proctor and John DeMartini.
Oh, beautiful. That is amazing.
So it's amazing. So thank you so much for coming online and sharing your wisdom with us today.
Thank you.
Really inspired by your story. I'm looking forward to having you speak at our next online summit. So if anybody out there wants an inspiring speaker, if you're working with youth, please go onto Carrie's website.